Yo everyone, Skeptic here. Today, Arc System Works made a tweet that basically says that they're accepting popularity votes for the main characters and vocal songs of Guilty Gear Strive. It's not in English, unfortunately, it's in Japanese, but if you use Google Translate, it translates fairly okay. It's pretty understandable. It's not super wonky. If you do Microsoft Edge, the translation's a little bit off. So I'm gonna put the links to the voting page in the description below. So if you guys also want to participate, you can as well. I highly recommend using using the Google Chrome browser and Google Translate. So, on this Guilty Gear Strive popularity poll, we have these series of questions that we're going to be answering today. So let's check it out. Please vote only once per person. Fair enough. Gender is male. My age is unfortunately I'm old as freak. 20 to 24. Select the character you want to vote for. Up to 3 characters can be selected. I'm not sure why they have... I guess it's because they just want to know who's popular. Out of all these characters, I don't want to choose the one that's in the roster already, so I'm just going to skip over these, but we'll read them off as we go along here. We have Sol, Kai, Mei, Axel, Chip, Potemkin, Faust, Milia, Zato, Ram, Leo. Who the fuck is Remaining Snow? Who is that? Remaining Snow. I don't know who that is. Giovanna, Anji, Eno, Gold Lewis, Jacko, Happy Chaos, Biken, Testament, Asuka, Arya, Ariels, Vernon, I don't even know who Erica is, Daryl, Gabriel, April, Delira, and Sin. Okay, so first character out of all these, I want Asuka. I want that man to be a playable character. Please, please be a playable character. He is one of the major characters in the Guilty Gear franchise, and even lore-wise as well. He plays an integral part within the story. So it's kind of strange to me that he hasn't been playable for the longest of time. Like, it has been decades. Please. If Strive is not my favorite Guilty Gear game, but at least add him. At least. That's all I'm asking for. That's it. That's all I'm asking for. The second character, out of all of these, I would probably say Gabriel. We already have Nagori Yuki as our vampire. And I doubt that Arc Systems is going to be like, you know what? Let's add Slayer into the game. I feel like he kind of takes up that slot already. So I feel like Slayer's chances are already like super low in getting into Guilty Gear Strive. So just in case, we're going to go with Gabriel. I feel like he would play somewhat similar to Slayer. I believe... I think Gabriel, I could be wrong, but he's like Potemkin's like captain or like squad leader or something like that. He's basically in charge of Potemkin, if I'm not mistaken. So he seems like a really cool character, concept-wise, and I don't know. I just feel like we need a fisticuffs character in Strive. Because right now, we don't really have that kind of infighter boxing type. Leo Whitefang is sort of like that infighter, but to me, funny enough, I feel like Leo is more of an all-rounder than Kai is, in at least this current state of Guilty Gear, currently, as of this recording. And the last character that I would like to vote for out of all these... I think Sin would be interesting to have and to see a Strive iteration, but I want more new characters. So I'm gonna go for... I think I'm gonna go the Daryl route. Daryl is another character. I'm not sure which one that... I'm not sure who he is, though. I thought I knew who he was, but maybe not. But the name sounds cool enough. So I'm just gonna choose this character. Please write your feelings for the character you voted for. Okay, sure, why not? So, my first character... I chose Asuka because it plays a major part in the Guilty Gear story, and I feel like he should have been a playable character a couple games ago. That's my honest thoughts. That is my honest thoughts. A second character. I chose Gabriel because he seems like a cool character concept-wise and design, and his character design is also concepts and design. Okay, there we go. I chose Gabriel because he seems like a cool character concept. He seems like a cool character concept. He seems like a cool character concept. Let's see. How do I want to phrase this? I think that's good. I chose Gabriel because he seems like a cool character concept. I'll just do that. Keep it simple. Third character. Daryl? I don't know how to spell his name. I chose Daryl. I don't know. Or Daryl? Because the character looks cool? I don't know. I don't really know much about the character, so that's all I'm gonna choose. That's all I can say, really. I don't know what else to say. Please select the song you want to vote for. Up to 3 songs can be selected. Please select the song you want to vote for. Ah, I have to choose the Strive themes? Man, okay. Out of all... I don't like a lot of Strive's musical direction, but if I had to choose 3, I would say... It's kind of hard. Love the Subhuman Self is pretty good. I gotta say, the Roar of the Spark is probably my favorite out of all of them. Second favorite is probably Armored Clad Faith. And then I would say my last favorite is probably Love the Subhuman Self. Please write your thoughts on the songs you voted for. I mean, what more can I say than I just like the song? First song. Let's see. Instrumentals. I don't know. Should I don't even know, because I don't know. I don't know what to write, other than the song is good. The song is good. I'll just say instrumentals are good, and the pace of the music is fun to listen to in the game and outside of the game. I'll just say that. I'll just say within the game. I'll just do my first song because I can't even explain the second and third one. Please tell us about the current play status of Guilty Gear Strive. I play Guilty Gear Strive off and on. Like, I don't play it super often. So definitely not this. I don't do digital figure mode, or combo maker, or survival mode, or arcade mode, or story mode, or online. I don't do any of these. What the fuck? There's nothing about playing offline, like, but against, like, AI. There's nothing close to it. Because I don't do online matches, because I don't want to get tilted. Story mode, I haven't watched it yet. Arcade mode, I've done a little bit. I'll say the closest thing is probably survival mode, I guess. Because I don't do combo maker or digital figure mode. Please tell me when you purchased Guilty Gear Strive. I'm pretty sure I pre-ordered it, so I pretty much did the release date. First from July to September, October to December, January to March, recently purchased, not purchased. Oof. Ah, man. I got a lot to say about Guilty Gear Strive, so here we go. I believe that Guilty Gear Strive has the potential to be the best Guilty Gear game released. But in its current state, I do not feel that way. The lobbies are... Okay, I don't want to talk about the lobbies because we can't change that. The lobbies are set in stone, so I want to talk about stuff we can change. Because everyone knows the lobbies are trash, it fucking sucks. I don't know why we have this type of thing when we could just get simple matchmaking, but... I don't want to stray off the beaten path here. So let's talk about stuff we can change within the game. Currently, I feel like the game... Currently, I feel like the damage in the game is too high. I feel like the base damage in the game is too high, which can... which can hurt the longevity of the game because veteran players will find more optimal combos to Currently, I feel like the base damage in the game is too high, which can hurt the longevity of the game because veteran players will find more optimal combos to maximize damage output. This can lead to rounds ending very quickly. This can lead to rounds ending. This can lead to rounds ending. This can lead to this can create a negative impact on the game because lower level players will not have the time and experience within each round to understand why they lost, other than they got hit by a counter hit combo and lost 75% HP on the opposite side of the spectrum, veteran players will not experiment too much with the game's overall mechanics, because if they can do 75% HP off, or let's just be more realistic here, 45% HP off of a 3-hit combo, then why would you want to experiment with other then why would you want to experiment with other options if this combo works 99% of the time, which can create a stale meta within the game. The longer okay, and it's not prone to execution failures, because the combo is the reward for the combo is simple. Because the reward for the combo is high. Because the reward balance is skewed. Simple combos are heavily rewarded. I believe that Guilty Gear Strive has the potential to be the best Guilty Gear game released, but in its current state, I do not feel that way. Currently, I feel like the base damage in the game is too high, which can hurt the longevity of the game because veteran players will find more optimal combos to maximize their damage output. This can create a negative impact on the game because lower level players will not have the time and experience within each round to understand why they lost, other than they got hit by a counter hit combo and lost 75% HP. On the opposite side of the spectrum, veteran players will not experiment too much with the game's overall mechanics, because if they can do 45% HP off of a 3-hit combo, then why would you want to experiment with other options if this combo works 99% of the time and is not prone to execution failures because the reward balance is skewed? Simple combos are heavily rewarded. Because of the overall nature of the game, damage is just so high, and you have risk gauge, positive bonus. There is a lot of snowballing effect within the game. And funny enough, they said they not really removed, but they wanted to lessen the amount of Oki within this game. But there's still a lot of that in Strive. So not only do you have Oki, but you have positive bonus, you got wall break damage, you have risk gauge. You have so many tools to make the rounds even more snowbally if you're in the advantageous situation. And you can't even grab burst either. So it's just, this game is just high damage, snowbally. It's just not fun. That's the main reason why I don't go online, is just because I know how much of a snowball that this game can be. And in Strive, you can definitely rob a lot of games because the damage is so high, but at the same time, there's just so many mechanics that favors the person winning. It's just so hard to make a comeback, in my opinion. It's really fucking tough if you're behind. And I've said this many times in my Guilty Gear videos about Strive, but I want this game I honestly want this game to be my favorite. I want this game to be successful, and I want this game to be popular with a lot of people in the fighting game community. I want more people to play Guilty Gear and talk about Guilty Gear and try out the older titles and just become a part of the community. I ultimately, that's what I want. But I don't feel that way. I don't feel enthusiasm because I've played the previous titles. I've played Accent Core Plus R. I've played Exerd. And I don't want Guilty Gear Strive to just be Guilty Gear Exerd Rev 3. I don't want that. Guilty Gear Strive is something new, and I'm totally fine with that. It has potential to be really good. As it is right now, I just don't agree with the foundation and vision of the game currently. Just the longevity of the game is, in my opinion, hindered by these core mechanics. Because they've taken mechanics out of previous Guilty Gear titles, but they changed the overall nature of the game completely without reworking them to make sure that they fit within the game properly. And I've watched a couple videos of Guilty Gear Strive, and I honestly feel like the game was rushed. It was just rushed. They shipped it out. They just wanted to get that quick income. But I really want Guilty Gear Strive to succeed, and hopefully the developers will listen to the players, and hopefully they can just see where we're coming from and make changes accordingly. Like, even if they don't do my damage change, hopefully they do something around that or rework some mechanics to really fit Guilty Gear Strive. Because as it is right now, they just copy and pasted the mechanics in previous Guilty Gear titles, but changed up the whole structure of the game completely. So it just doesn't make any sense right now. It's just a mishmash of stuff. There is no... I think what I'm trying to say here is that Guilty Gear Strive has no clear vision of what it wants to be. Does the game want to appeal to casuals, or does it want to appeal to competitive players? Because right now it's trying to do both, and by doing that, it's shit. It's not doing anything for both sides of the spectrum. So either you go all the way towards being super competitive, or you go all the way towards being casual. Like, you have to make up your mind here, because if you don't, you're not gonna please both sides, and you're gonna lose both sides. Man, I just get so passionate when I talk about Guilty Gear because it's my favorite. If you didn't know already, it's my favorite fighting game franchise of all time. I really do love this series, and I just want to see more people passionate about this game. I don't want to keep the video too long, so thank you for watching the video. If you got this far, I hope everyone here has a great day, afternoon, evening, wherever you're at, and until next time.